Hello everybody and welcome back. I know the last video kind of ended abruptly, but I didn't want to make it too long so they're actually watchable. This video coming up is going to be a little chopped up. It was just a really rough ending of the week. Every single morning it rained. We never made it out on a morning hunt the entire weekend. And we had crazy temperature drops going from in the 80s during the day to 43 and 30s at night. So stay tuned if you want to see some crazy weather and a little bit of surprise at the end. Enjoy the video. How was your set?
It was good, but I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I did. I think I'm gonna sit with the 30-06 tomorrow night though. We're gonna start the fire. Everything's soaking wet. I got some of these waterproof fire starting logs. I found them on a garage sale for like 50 cents. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a shot. See if I can get a fire going. And we're gonna cook some burgers over the fire tonight. See you guys then. So I'm assuming these are kind of like starter logs where you just light them up and they burn. It looks like my assumption was right. I'm gonna get both ends of this lit. And I'm gonna keep breaking down some smaller kindling, just because I'm not sure how strong this flame's gonna be. And we're gonna cook with this, so I want this to burn down the coals fairly quickly.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so now the fire's pretty much started. We're gonna make a teepee so we can start letting this wood A dry out. And B, we're getting really hungry for some dinner. We gotta wake up at 4 a.m. to go deer hunting, so let's start setting this up. There we go. Alright, so we got the fire burning finally. It's a little bit of a struggle with the wet wood, but those fire starters are really nice. So we got some pre-made hamburger patties now, and we're going to throw them on the grate. And we're going to do one at a time, so we can eat without having to do any dishes tonight. Best kind of campfire meal. So we just got done eating some delicious hamburgers. We got a fire going over there. We got the camper set up. We're gonna go take some showers. And we're gonna call it a night. And we'll see you guys bright and early around 4 a.m. to get to the stands tomorrow. Start this off like I have pretty much every other morning. I know I said last night we're gonna get up and go hunt in the morning. We had a little surprise come in at about 3 a.m. A ton of rain. I know that's shocking for the last couple of days, but yeah, it happens. So I got woken up about 4 o'clock to a lightning strike in the campground. It was extremely loud. So I got up, made sure everything was okay around camp. Didn't bring the camera out, it was pouring rain. We ended up just sleeping in again. We're gonna cook some potatoes and bacon, and we are gonna go move the field stands because this is gonna be the last time we're gonna be up here together, and they're extremely heavy. So we're gonna move them to a safer place that I don't think is gonna get taken. We're going to get the fire set up and get some more firewood, and we're gonna be doing cowboy steaks tonight for my birthday. So that should be delicious. And then tomorrow morning it's gonna be our last hunt with Kyle. He's gonna leave. I'm gonna hunt tomorrow afternoon, Monday morning, and pack up and get out of here. So I'll see you guys out in the field, hopefully, and if not, maybe a little bit of breakfast. We are at the field. We're gonna walk down there and grab the stands. Well, we're gonna grab the first stand, and then we're gonna bring the gun just in case we see a deer, obviously. But we're gonna grab the first stand, throw it in the back of the truck. We already got the water and everything. So, get you guys a couple minutes. Okay, so we're gonna do some T-bone steaks, sliced up white onion, and some sliced mushroom. So I'm gonna start with cutting off a chunk of butter to put in the cast iron. I want a good amount because we're gonna saute all of our vegetables up over the fire, and we don't want to burn them. And we're gonna season everything with the soul food seasoning, which is salt, pepper, paprika, onion, salt, and garlic. And what you want to do is start with your onion because your mushrooms aren't going to take as long as your onions. I season the steaks with the soul food seasoning that we used on the vegetables. And like I said earlier, there's a mix of salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and paprika, just for a little bit of color. Typically I do my steaks with just salt and pepper, but this sounded pretty dang good, and it smells good too. Smell-o-vision. Okay, those T-bones are gonna go right on the coals. We're gonna have a delicious dinner here in a couple minutes. There's coal base going. As you can see, we kind of broke it all up, and it's pretty warm. So we're gonna throw these T-bones on here right now. Hopefully this works out the way I think it's going to, but we're gonna put them right on the coals. And I'm gonna give it about 3 minutes aside before I flip them. So I'm going to add a lump of jackwood on here that our neighbor was kind enough to give us. This is for smoking. So I'm going to put it right here on the coal base, near the steaks. Hopefully get some nice smoke out of it and add some flavor. Not terrible. I'm just going to knock off some of the dust. It's really not bad because it's all coals. There's really no dirt in here, and the color just kind of comes off. Oh, that is hot. Just knock off what you can. This has been about 3 minutes aside so far, so I'm looking for a medium to medium rare. How do you like your steaks?
Medium.
Medium? Okay, so we're going to go medium to medium rare. Alright, so we'll check back in 3 minutes, and hopefully our onions and mushrooms will start sauteing at that point. So I got the onions kind of sauteed up a little bit with some butter and some of that soul food seasoning. I got the mushrooms on top, and I'm going to stir this up just a little bit. And I'm sure you can hear that sizzle and goodness right now. Those onions are almost done. Those mushrooms shouldn't take very long. Fire is roaring hot. Alright, so I changed some things around. The cast iron was not working over here, so I knocked everything down. I'll flip the steaks over again, just to finish them off. They're sitting at about rare right now. Clean them off right now quick. Flip this one over. The steaks are still sitting at a rare, so I'm going to sear them real quick over the open fire, just to make sure they're done. And also to burn off some of these coals. They're delicious though. Okay, I'm just going to flip it real quick. It's been seared for about 10 seconds. Get some of that coal off of it. Okay, I'm going to pull this first one off. I put it on the plate. I'm going to cover it. Let that finish cooking in its own heat. So I'm going to take the next one. Take it off the coal bed. Still looks delicious. Quickly just sear it. Let's put this on the plate with the other. Like I said, I'm just going to let these sit and finish off in their own heat. Okay, so these are done. So I'm going to grab the cast iron, put them down here on the concrete. The cast iron, finish them off all the rest of the way. I mean, they're pretty much there. Kind of stir them up, get the bigger pieces down there on the bottom. Let's see here, let's do a taste test. Perfect. Now we'll let the beans finish real quick. Okay, so the steaks have been resting for a little bit. They're looking pretty delicious. Got a little bit of coals on them. This is the medium, I think. Yeah, that might be rare. They're both fair on the rare side, so I'm going to grab the mushrooms and onions and put them on top real quick. Got done with our steaks, and let me tell you, that might have been the best steak I've ever had in my entire life. We did them cowboy style. We got the coals going. We had some beans, some dinner rolls, some delicious sauteed mushrooms and onions. Awesome dinner. We're gonna do some dishes, go take a shower, go to bed, and we'll see how the morning goes. Every day I've said we're gonna go hunt in the morning, and it's rained, so whatever happens tomorrow happens tomorrow. So for the first time since we've been up here, so almost a week now, it's not raining. So we're gonna go set this morning. We're gonna set the swamp stands. I've got some does on camera in there. I saw that buck back in there, just a little bit out of range for the shotgun. So I'm pretty pumped for this morning. I'll see you guys out there. I just got to the stand. I just had a whole bunch of ATVs blast music coming by me, so it's kind of whatever. I'm right by a bunch of houses out here. This is a great spot. I've seen plenty of deer in here before, a bunch of turkeys. It's a little overgrown. It took me a while to get back here, but hopefully tonight's a good set. got done setting. I hoped that my hope is the filming came out. I saw a whole bunch of turkeys, all hens, but nonetheless it was cool to see something finally. Oh, I'm about to get back to my truck right now. I walked out a couple minutes early just so I could try and find a better place to sit, or a better way to get in tomorrow morning. I'm gonna hunt here again. It's pretty hard to get back there quiet, but we'll see how it goes in the morning. If I can even find this place. I'll see you guys back at camp though. Oh, something I want to talk about real quick. I didn't even show you guys me going out to the stand. I know I said I was going to. Yesterday, I felt like there was a little bit of hunter harassment going on. Just the amount of times that their bike was sitting out front and just doing, when I walked out, I found donut tracks right outside of my truck and by where I walked in, which is, you know, I'm pinched in between two roads. There's nowhere else to really go. And ATVs, and as I was walking out today, I found out that the guy with the ATV is the same guy with the motorcycle. They're both sitting in his front yard. So I have a feeling that it was kind of like a little bit of hunter harassment going on. I would be interested to see what you guys think. I'll play the clips of them riding back and forth and blaring music and stuff. But I actually think it was more than something. It was more than that. I actually think it was more than hunter harassment. I went in a different way today, and I was a little bit disgusted by what I found. So I'm walking in the back side of where that stand's at, and I see a game camera. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Someone else is out here too. And I see another game camera pointed in the same area that game camera's pointed, and I was kind of like, why would you want that? So I start looking over there, and I found a feeder full of corn. I went down. It was down kind of like an old dried out creek bed. I followed that, and I found another feeder up on a tree. And I followed that, and I found a pipe full of corn that just falls out as needed as it can on the ground. And then I also found all the turkeys are being fed on one of the properties in the backside. So I just left. I didn't really want to do anything that would let them know who I was, just in case those are FWC cameras, or if they're really angry that I was out here and caught them doing something they shouldn't be doing. So I didn't film anything. I didn't take my mask off or anything. I just kind of turned around and walked back out. I was maybe in there for half an hour. Which sucks because it's a great place to hunt. I mean, it's, when the deer are pressured, they run and hide in there, and it's really easy to get in and out pretty quietly, and it's close to the truck, which is always nice, and no one ever really goes back there, but I guess some other people like it a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go grab the strap from my other stand, the other swamp stand. I'll show you guys that. I'm gonna hop in the truck, we're gonna break down camp, and we're gonna head on home. See you guys there. you have been watching the show at all, or keeping up with our YouTube channel, you would know it's no surprise that we arrive everywhere in the middle of the night. So it's 8:15 right now. We're just on the street where my house is, so I'm going to back the trailer up, throw the food in the cooler, try to get a couple hours of sleep and go to work tomorrow morning. If you guys liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you watching it to the end. If you want to, you can check us out on Instagram at Gunshine State Exploration. I'll catch you guys next time.